Well, a few people have wanted me to go and do a proper ride video. So I thought, well, Saturday, Chanya's out working, nothing much to do apart from, cruise the internet and play video games. I thought, it's a beautiful day today. Let's get out and take the bike for a run. I got to get some bloody kilometres up on this thing here to get up to the first service. So come along with us if you want to see what it's like to ride the bike. And look, Mare, she wants to come out and take a photo of me too, right? So there's the bike. It's all ready to go. I've got the camera mounted up on the fairing there. We've been doing some tests with the SJ cameras, and I think this gives the best ride feel. The helmet cam works good as well, but there's too much head turning, and if you want to sort of see the scenery, I think the fairing mount works best. Anyway, so let's get the show on the road. Yeah, I did a ride video out to a place called Phutthamonthon when we first picked up the M-Slash bikes last year. Last year? No, 2016 we got the M-Slash, wasn't it? And we did a bit of a cruise around there. I'm going to go back there and do another cruise around there, again showing the scenery. It's a lovely little place to hang out. A great place for picnic if you've got families and everything else. But I'm not going to go the main way. I'm actually going to do a bit of a sort of exploration of the backwaters here in Nong Kham up to Phutthamonthon. One of the things people don't realise about the suburbs of Thailand is, in some sense, the stark contrast of suburban lifestyle in terrace houses, which is what you'll find on most of the housing estates here in Bangkok. And you've only got to go like 200 yards, and you've actually got sort of rural farming and sort of not rice farming, but farming plots, rural farming, or I don't know what they really call it, but it's just that contrast of Thai lifestyle of housing and farming all rolled into one in in the space of I think it's about 8 kilometres from here to Phutthamonthon, going the back way. But anyway, come and join us. Okay, so this first stop I'm stopping at here is actually what they call Thonburi University. It's just very close to our house, as you can saw from the ride. But it's, you know, again, one of the first little surprises you find in the suburbs. Just the whole place is unique in its own right. It's a wonderful sort of old style Thai living quarters here just behind me, and I must come back here and probably do a sit down vlog, you know, when I want to do some story time, because again the setting is absolutely just wonderful. Yeah, so here we are, just a couple of turns on a couple of streets, and we are pretty much in a commercial growing area now in Nong Khem. And just off to the right of us here is a football stadium, And it's, you know, it's, as I said, it's a contrast of, you know, the terrace houses and then just a couple of streets away and you've got basically greenery. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't know, maybe sort of some people just aren't into this thing here. Me, from a pagan background, I just think it's amazing how these contrasts are so prevalent here in Thailand. Anyway, we're just got a bit more further up here and then we can get onto the main road. Yeah, so you only have to do a few more turns, a little bit more straight road, not too much, and we find ourselves in like what I call an industrial estate. Absolutely, there's the contrast of Thai lifestyle here totally amazes me. And I think it's just totally wonderful how it all blends together. driving in Thailand on these sort of more suburban roads isn't really as bad as trying to drive into Bangkok. You've still got to keep your wits about you. Anyhow, just this stop here, this is just coming up to Phutthamonthon now. This is still on the main road. But one thing about Phutthamonthon, there is a big waterway around the outside of Phutthamonthon, which is full of catfish. And one of the things you can do if you come out here is you've got these little stands here that sell this fish food. And it's quite comical to actually pick up a bag of this fish food and go inside and feed the fish. Now I won't be doing that because of course I can't easily carry the fish food as well as ride the bike. But as I said, if you're out this way, definitely pick up the fish food and make it part of your social thing that you're doing inside. Well, so here we are in Phutthamonthon. It's an absolutely amazingly big place, and it's all trees and gardens and everything else. We were here, the most recent time we were here was through the King's cremation ceremony. This is one of the locations, as you can see behind me here. They've still got some, I suppose, awnings out there. I guess they must do other things here as well. This is a very, very popular Buddhist sanctuary and very well respected within the Buddhist community. Now I'm just going to take around and sort of see if we can sort of determine what each of the seat sites are. There's something very specific about the layout of this particular location, which is the cardinal points of the compass for the 8 paths of the, or the 8. Look, I'm not a Buddhist, and my understanding of the spiritual nature is limited. But there are 8 points around the location, which are all points of worship for the different things that transpire in your life. But it truly is, you know, like, you know, about the only park that I've actually found in Bangkok at this sort of size and level that is peaceful, tranquil, and just a wonderful escape and a great place to come for a picnic. Yeah, so it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and as you can see, it's not overly crowded here, even on a Saturday. So definitely, if you're coming out here, you know, it's an absolutely wonderful place to check out. And just to the right of me here, this is the actual Buddha statue, or the statue of Phutthamonthon. I believe when I read the wiki article, it's one of the highest ones here in Bangkok. But again, look, I'll leave a link to the wiki article in my website there if you want to check it out. And for the last point of interest, I guess, in here, like there's plenty of Buddhist, I suppose, temples and things here inside the location. I think you can get a little tourist map at one of the kiosks. I haven't stopped there. Like Chanya's not with me, I'm only just doing the cruise around. But one of the places here is a museum. Now I haven't actually been inside here. Again, I've been sort of waiting to do this with Chanya. We just haven't had a chance to get back here. Hopefully when she gets her bike, then we'll do another ride out here and visit the museum. But yeah, so this is, as I said, this is pretty much Phutthamonthon, and we've seen all the scenery. I'm going to make my way back out and on my way home. Anyway, guys and girls, that's the end of the actual vlogging bit. I will, of course, be using the camera, the ride camera, to get all the way back home. I don't know if I'll post that whole ride home, but if I do, good for you guys and good for me, and I'll see you guys later. Anyway, bye for now.